it just didn't seem like they worked out. So we went back to the original 8-0 list. I just still really feel like this deck is pretty solid right now. I think it's good versus snakes, and I think it's good versus the blue-red GPG, but not so much the white-blue GPG. There's been so many of those decks in this format that I just feel like I really want to try. Mono Red's one of the weaker matches, which is why we have these 5/1 drop removal spells, but just overall, I've been happy with this list. I know I've not had tremendous success with it, but I enjoy playing it. Every time I Rigi into a Galta, it amuses me, and just theoretically, it should be a fairly decent deck. There's a good chance I'm going to play this deck on Sunday too. I'm getting closer and closer to the season kind of being over, and there's not a whole lot of decks to experiment with. I did promise I would do a red-blue control deck at some point, and somebody asked me to do a ban approach deck, but I don't think I'm going to comply with that request because I just think it's exceptionally bad in this format. Look at our hand. What a lovely hand. Hey Sean, what's up, man? So there's a mountain right off the bat when I say I think mono red's kind of a weak match. The mirrors are kind of miserable as well. And obviously keeping 2 lands, and if we miss it for 3 or 4 turns in a row is going to be miserable. We're probably in pretty bad shape already though if his hand's good enough that he's able to cycle Sheltered Thickets. We don't even have a removal spell in our hand. So it's a semi-mirror, and I find these matches fairly skillless. Yeah, I've not done any of the work today that I was supposed to do. Just none of it. And can we concede yet? And it's kind of a tilt. I played the Commander Challenge today, and I went 0-4, and I only even got to play Magic in 1 round, so like starting off another game where I'm not getting to play Magic's like I'm already a little salty, so like this is just going to push it into hyperdrive right at the beginning of the league. Like, don't care if I lose, like to get to play. Whee! That's 4 missed land drops. That's what mechanics are for, Sean. God. He's got some kind of white splash. Can't imagine if he taps this mana for any spell that we have a chance to win. I like playing Magic. Maybe we'll get to before the day's out. Honestly, can I concede at this point? I really just want to concede. We've now missed 6 land drops. We're 6 turns drawing a land. Obviously, we've only missed 4 lands in a row. Hey, man, what's up? Didn't get to talk to you much at the PPTQ. How'd the day end up for you? This is how every round of my Commander Challenge went, except for the 1 round that my opponent had like a turn 3 Ensnaring Bridge, turn 4 Blood Moon versus my 3-color deck. Boom. We dead. That's a fair point. That's a hard match. Oh, cool. You've got all those still. Maybe I should show you the 7 cards in their hand. Alright, well, I don't think this is very good in this match. I don't think many of these cards are very good in this match. I don't think these Abrades are particularly good. I feel like I just want to get on the board as big as I can. Struggle's probably okay. I'm just going to bring in these as well. That's kind of a ramp spell, right? I guess... Was Frashing Brontodon better than Death Gorger? I have no idea. Meh. I'm just going to run it like this and see if we can get on the board. That's fair. You do get to do a lot of things with cycling. Man, I'm pretty excited for Teferi. Teferi is... I don't know if it's the best card in that set, but I can assuredly say it's my favorite card in that set. Did you go to open house today? Boom. I don't want you. Yeah, there was one at Cav today. There was one at Cav and maybe even one at Hobgoblin. I'm not sure. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. If I'd known he was playing those, we would have sideboarded very differently. I tried Drovers over these Merfolk Branchwalkers, and it just did not work out very well for me. Yeah, had the sweet foil Llanowar Elves. I think there's one at page 3 tomorrow. Hey, Buttons with Auto Host. What 4-drop Dino can you bash my face in with? That is none. It's actually super none. Land? Hey, we like lands. That's more lands. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm probably not gonna bother to kill that. Nah. Yeah, just nah. He's got a 5-drop. He didn't have a 4-drop Dino, or I think he would have played it. So if he has a 5-drop Dino, he's not drawing this card, and we can reevaluate if he plays Rigi and like do it at the end of his turn or whatever. There's a good chance that I would do it versus Rigi. We're just dead if he has a 12-12 though, and there's nothing we can do about that. He chose not to attack with his 4-4. He wants to block. So if he wants to block, he's wanting to play a longer game? Or he just has the 12-12 and it doesn't matter? Cool. Hey JJ, what it is, my friend? Well, we have a 12-12 next turn, but he's bound to have something. Not a lot, Shaolin, just getting smashed here. We got to play no magic game 1, and we mis-sideboarded and are pretty likely just getting smashed this game. Yeah, he got a Galta pretty quickly. He's got to tap all his mana to play it, is that right? 3, 4, 7, yeah. Can't block, won't block. Boom. Opponent's at 11, so even if he blocks, he dies. If he blocks, he takes 8, 9, 10, 11. So no matter what, I think he's dead. But my math could be wrong. See, if he blocks the biggest two, I think he's dead. Math is for blockers, smashing's easy. I think he's dead though. Right? Because like, say he blocks this, 8 goes through, then he blocks these two, no matter what, 3's getting through. Pretty sure he's just dead. Alright. You're taking 11 this way? And you didn't leave up red mana to even bluff, so I don't have to worry about a magma spray or anything? Yeah, I was right. Hey! I can count to 11, friends! I guess technically I'm counting to 11, or I'm counting higher than 11 and subtracting 4, so. Alright, so let's rearrange how we sideboarded. Yes, this deck does have Commune. I don't think I want you anymore. I never really wanted you to begin with, I just didn't think I needed removal spells. So now I'm gonna try some number of removal spells because the Hunter's an actually really nice card. And I'm not sure which ones I'm gonna play. I'm probably gonna play the Braid because he also showed us Lifecaster's Bestiary, which I still just don't think I want. And a Braid can kill a Phoenix in the right situation, but honestly I think it often comes down to who gets ahead on the board. And if like if one person gets Galta and the other person doesn't, they're obviously gonna win, but hey! This is the exact opposite of hand 1. Though hand 1 was a clear keep, this is a clear mulligan. Yeah, he mulliganed as well. I'm going to hide my hand from myself. Alright, this is a keep. Not excited about it, but clearly can't mulligan it. I will not keep an extra land. Our opponent put on bottom as well, so evenish. Yeah, Commune is sweet. Speaking of which, that's a Galta. Yes, I'm going to accept this Galta with only 3 lands in our hand. Because I think Galta's that important to being able to win. And there's a lot more lands in our deck for us to draw than they are Galtas. Hopefully our Merfolk Branchwalker will bring us one. You can do it, Merfolk Branchy. Boom. I can play that next turn. Alright, playing things seems better than not playing things, so I'm in. Don't actually want that card, but it's a Dark Ritual for Galta at the moment. Opponent was having some mana issues, it appears. Please don't kill our Merfolk Branchwalker. It's our favorite boy. Boom. Get out the way. Alright, so far we're doing it. We have 9 mana in play. Galta, you're but a stone throw away, my friend. Oh, they hit a second red. Tilt. Tilt! It's not that tilty. That card could have been a lot worse than that, so. Or a lot better, however you want to look at it. Man, if he plays Savage Stomp, I'm going to get wrecked. Please no Savage Stomp for you, opponent. Nice. That's not a Savage Stomp. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if he just untaps and has a land, he can Galta. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and kill this. Mainly because I'm scared of Galta. Well, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can play Galta next turn. Assuming nothing dies. Or we can play Carnage Tyrant if something does die. Either way, those seem pretty reasonable. Would really like to not see a land Rigi here. No, but that's okay. We still have Carney. Carney does a good, ooh. That's potentially better than Carney. So 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 million. Just hit it. If I play this turn and I hit a land, I can do all this next turn. That's just not worth it. Being able to hasty is too good. You'd have to have 2 removal spells for us to not be able to hasty. Oh, he's just done then. So apparently his hand was really bad. Nice. I didn't expect to win that game, especially how game 1 went. It's kind of weird. That's the second day in a row I've played like a random deck number, or sorry, the second out of like 3 days in a row that I played random deck number 1 and got a mirror match in round 1, or like a semi-mirror. Obviously, we're not on the same 75. He'd already solved the Galta from the commune, so if he had 0 answers in hand to the Rigi, maybe he doesn't have things like Swelder or Vis in his hand. So like maybe he knew that there was no answer to Hasty Galta in his deck. I'm not sure. Seems like a premature concession to me, because you would imagine he has like some number of this card at least that can kill the front half of Rigi, and then like maybe he can try to fight the Galta in some other manner. I'm not sure. But maybe he's like me, maybe he just sideboarded out like crap tons of his removal spells and just didn't bring them back in because I didn't have any good cards. No idea. No idea. Anyway, boom, get out the way. Yeah, I thought opponent had that game though. Wasn't happy about it. Just found out. Oh no! F6 my turn 1. Ha! Yes. How good am I? I got the F3 pressed in time to still play my land. We play perfect. Play perfect. I don't know what you people are talking about. JJ, Fumigate decks are one of its worst matches, but with proper play with your Phoenixes and Ronuses and like Heart of Kirans and your bunch of Carnage Tyrants and Bestiaries, you can, Chandras, you can sometimes play around Settle and win, but like it's really, really, really hard to win that match. Like that's not a match you ever want to play. Like that match is frighteningly hard. Like it's just a very, very hard match. Alright, so this is kind of interesting. Do I let him draw a card and get a 5/5 into play? Or do I just kill his thing? I think I just kill his thing. But it's one of your harder matches to play versus that many sweepers. The Candio swears that you can just outplay blue-white approach and like choose how to attack and stuff like that, but I've not had that experience. I've found it to be one of the harder matches. I kind of just want to struggle this, but if he's got Blossoming Defense, I kind of waste my entire turn. Then again, if he's got Fatal Push, I kind of waste my entire turn. Long story short, I'm about to waste my entire turn no matter what I do. I think I'm just going to pass. And use this struggle to survive sometime on his turn. Like if he's got a Hashtag Oasis and a Force and a Hydra, like we can kill a Hydra. If he's got that, we obviously can't kill a Hydra. And we're just like in super bad shape. Just really bad shape because he gets 2 energy that way. Alright, whatever. Yeah, he had the blossoming defense anyway. I took more damage like this, but I was trying to set up a situation where we could snipe a Hydra. We're pretty clearly really far behind now, though. I think this match is supposed to be good for us, but I mean, we missed land drop 4 again. Just not going to win a lot of these games where we miss these land drops. The matches are too hard for that. He's got the Fatal Push and the Blossoming Defense. Those are most typically like 2s and 1s. Like this is typically a 2 of and this is typically a 1 of. This card is just going to run over me. Maybe I should have played the Thrashing Brontodon and just Crude Harvester then killed this guy. Playing the Killing Phoenix might have been bad. I was kind of assuming the Heart of Kirin would deal damage there, and I was wanting him to waste his entire next turn to kill the Killing Phoenix. My plan has clearly not worked out. Yeah, my plan has clearly not worked out. And now I'm just in a lot of trouble. I didn't play this game well either, so. I was having a long think about this. Pretty sure it's just an easy untap. I can't imagine a card in his hand would make it wrong to not just untap. Guess he could have been playing around Blossoming Defense, but this play plays around defense too, just untapping. If they do that though, they lose their Walking Ballista for a potential defense. If they untap and do it, defense doesn't do anything because they can always pump in response. It's just better to do it like this. Because if I did have the blossoming defense now, when I used it, they could just add 2 more counters and finish the thing off and still have a walking ballista. Whereas they done it at the end of turn, if I have a blossoming defense, they're just throwing away their walking ballista for potentially nothing. Which doesn't feel worth to me. So we got 2 cards in hand. If he plays a land this turn, we might still have a good chance. Depends on what the last card in his hand is, of course. Alright, well, I might need both of my mana, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. And hope we draw an untapped land that can play this and this. I assume they're killing the elemental. Guess they passed with priority up. I could have just not did that, right? And then I would have a... No, this is definitely right to do it. Alright, deck. You can do it. You can do it, homie. That's not doing it at all. I hopefully kill you. I guess I'll choose you. We have plays the next couple turns if we don't hit the land for Rigi, so if we do hit the land for Rigi, it's just better for us. So anything from their deck that costs 4 more mana right now will be very hard to beat. Should rephrase that. Pretty much anything in their deck that's not Servant of the Conduit will be very hard to beat. Don't care about Servant, don't care about another Blossoming Defense, don't care about a Fatal Push. Other than that, lands? Lands everywhere is what we're hoping for. That's not a land. That looks like a 4-drop. We can't beat a 4-drop. We just can't beat a 4-drop. No. Okay. Well, this is lethal, so we have to block it. This is not lethal. We don't have to block it. Just block like this and draw another Rigi might be my best option. Might be my only option. I hear this thing's a good blocker. Obviously dead to almost every card in his deck. If he bricks off 1 turn though, and we draw a land and can deploy both of these, that's really good for us. Can't beat Fatal Push anymore either though, so... Assume if he's tagging for both, he has a minimum Fatal Push, maximum Walking Ballista. No, he just has nothing. Alright, 1 chance, untap land, you can do it. That's not it. That's not it at all, but it is a spell we can play, so it kind of counts. Don't want you. Boom. So we definitely die some point this game. We die to Contempt either way, right? Let's just attack with this and attack again. These two trade. This comes back, but like that doesn't win the game. It just stalls. Oh yeah, I'm just attacking. They draw removal. We're dead. We got to get this game over with before they draw removal. They certainly don't have it, or they would have already beat us. There's typically only like 4 removal spells in their deck besides Walking Ballista, and Walking Ballista already kills us on board. So, yeah, that card's a blank. Don't care about it. Ooh, you may do something. So you deal 5, 9, 10, 11. Think I just attack with this again? Maybe I attack with this now. Maybe I attack with both. What's attacking with both do? Played a Brontodon. I still die to a removal spell. I just throw the Merfolk Branchwalker under the bus if he attacks with both. Yeah, I like the idea of attacking with both. As long as I don't... I'm not playing around a removal spell. At this point, I just don't think I can beat one. This gives me a lot of opportunities to win on my next turn if he doesn't block with Ronus. Like, I want to present something that can potentially win the game next turn. If he just blocks with the Rishkar, I'm fine with that. He'd have to have 2 removal spells to win. Also, him blocking with the Rishkar, I guess potentially gives him 1 less mana. I'm gonna play this thing too. So Walking Ballista and Hadana's Climb are the only 2 cards that kill us. Well, the Thrashing Brontodon stops the Hadana's Climb. Next turn we can Alpha? Like, if he bricks this turn, he's just dead on board, right? It's taking a long time. I think he bricked. So if he bricked, he attacks with this, we block here, we attack back. Not dead on board, I guess. Well, I know I have this. He doesn't know I have this. So he's dead if we have this. That's assuming he has nothing. We're definitely living on the edge here. That's an Aerosmith song that I really like. Living on the edge. What is this one? Veraska's Contempt. Alright, well. He had something the entire time. That's really bad for us. Really, really bad for us. Huh. I guess I just killed a snake and attack with the Brontodon? I probably don't even kill the snake. Probably just attack with the Brontodon now. Hold the Phoenix back as a blocker. Well, I thought we had that game because he took so long. It was just a removal spell. Our deck blocks better than his deck, if that counts for anything at all. We can even remove the Hydra off the board this turn. If we want. Well, he's got something else. He's tapping a lot of mana too. Did he just slow roll a Walking Ballista? He just slow rolled a Walking Ballista. So frustrating. I thought we had that game. Could have had that game too if I hadn't made some questionable plays in the early state of the game. I think Blossoming defense is really bad here. They don't have a whole lot of removal. I think you're great. I think these things are bad. Wonder if these are good enough. Like, they're massive blowouts in the early part of the game, but they're like pretty bad in the late part of the game. We'll try this. I don't know about these either. These are kind of like a lot of mana. Meant to take out the Blossoming defenses. I don't know how they got out of my deck. I have no idea how they got out of my deck. Guess I'll bring you back in too. That's right. I have Death Gorgers, Merfolk Branchwalkers, and Sweltering Suns. I think I played the early turns of that game wrong. I think that game was winnable had I sequenced like my turn 1 through 4 better. I think I made some pretty significant plays in the early portions of that game. I wonder if it's ever worth just bringing in these here. Like, I really think Death Gorge is kind of bad, but... Alright, I'll keep. I think Magma Spray's fine in this match because they have Glints and Servants of Conduit, and like they both take over the game so much. And just like making him use a Walking Ballista that's on 2 power doesn't seem like it's that bad of a thing. Yeah, Rootbound Crag, please. To the graveyard you go. As you would have made my 3rd double green spell when we only have 1 green mana. That's the card that you don't really beat when you don't have an answer to it. Guess who doesn't have an answer to it? We did miss land drop 4 last game as well. And it looks like we're getting ready to miss land drop 4 again. Untap land for daddy? Untap land for daddy. That's not an untap land. That's just missing land drop number 4 again. Which is super infuriating. Will it? It's not like I draw lands. He missed a land drop this game as well, though, so like I can't complain too much. Like, I can't really complain at all. He missed a land drop too, but I mean, he did draw his best cards. Fun. Just so I can attack with Doronus. Nah, I couldn't leave that out. That's something we can try next turn, depending on what he does this turn. But we couldn't leave a Glint Siphoner out, especially when he missed a land. It's definitely something we can do this turn, I think. But I think it would have been too much last turn. He attacks with both, he's dead. He's chump blocking with one of these, whether he attacks or not. So he's choosing to chump block with this. He's just dead if he attacks. He's just dead. I make 2 5-power dudes and bash. Alright, we won this game because our opponent got unluckier than us. If our opponent gets unluckier than us, does that make us lucky? Or does it just make him uber unlucky? What do you guys think? Were we lucky here, or was our opponent, you know, the unluckiest human being that was ever an unlucky human being? Feel like our opponent was very unlucky. I think I'm just going to submit it again. I kind of don't like Heart of Kirin in this match either. I think it takes up multiple attacking slots. I guess I'm going to take them out on the draw and maybe bring in a little more reactive of a card. Well, not reactive, but I'm going to gain some life, block some people, sing some songs. Glorious. What is this?
So, what do you think?
I think you guys could have probably just hear an ad. Who put that there? Who put that there? Alright, we'll keep this in. Because we have 2 lands and a 12 drop in our hand. And like, a couple of Merfolk brand. Oh, our opponent mulliganed to 6. How cute. Our opponent mulliganed to 6. I don't know which one of them posted it. We could have a hard time this game. We do have all of our removal spells in though, so like, maybe we'll draw one before it's too late. Hey, the one time I didn't really want to draw a land. Well, thank you, Mr. Rootbound Crag. Opponent, I would appreciate you not playing Bristling Hydra. That's a Bristling Hydra. Your opponent's a prick. You don't listen at all. Just take the first 4, right? And then like slam a Merfolk Branchwalker and try to think of some sexy block, or do I just throw the first Merfolk Branchwalker immediately under the bus because Walking Ballista is so good for us? I feel like I throw the first Merfolk Branchwalker immediately under the first bus it can be thrown under. Oh, well, the game is over. The game is over. Actually, the game's not over. I can kill that Hadana Climb. Does that mean he has multiple climbs of Hadana? Seems to me like he's got multiple climbs of Hadana to do that. Opponent? Get got. He's got a second Adonis climb we can physically not win. Alright, time to make some decisions now. How badly do we care about a bristling Hydra counter? A strong feeling I don't care about it at all. So we have a choice now. We can kill the Adonis climb, which leaves him priority, which means he can just play another Adonis climb and flip it and attack us this turn. For like, 14 or something. Or we can give him one counter on the Hydra, which in the grand scheme of things probably matters none, and then block with the Merfolk Branchwalker. I think I'm just going to give him a counter. Okay. We have to use the Brontodon this turn no matter what, though. And I assume he's got a Vraska's Contempt. Keep thinking we have a chance, and then our opponent just plays bomb after bomb. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, it's like 12 million. It's attacking him for 3, dude. Alright, so he gets 2 counters on Adonis Climb, or the Bristling Hydra, which attacks us for 14. Attacks us for 14. And I guess if he's got a Vraska's Contempt, I take too much damage, so I have to hold this thing back. It might dissuade attacks somehow. If he doesn't have Adonis Climb, though, not dealing that 3 points of damage was really bad right there. Like, potentially game costing bad. Because we can only deal 15 points of damage with an attack for a climb. Or if he has, if he has like a climb attack me for 1,000,000 turn, we can only deal 15 points of damage now. I just want to block this one. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to block this one. Hey, it's a blossoming defense. Don't care, friendo. Trying to figure out how to win this game is not easy. Because, like, none of my plays seem good now. So, what can I do? I can play a Rigi and not attack. That doesn't seem very good. I can play a Carnage Tyrant and not attack. That also doesn't seem very good because he's going to be able to put a counter on this turn and a counter on this next turn. Hey Vlad, what's up? In fairness, this and this only trade right now, so he has to have something else to even attack if I played a Carney. So if I just block here, how much would I take? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'd still be alive, right? Yeah, that's not good enough. Still being alive is not good enough. Playtesting Abzan tokens with or without Dominaria. I've not read the spoiler yet, but I've heard a few people tell me that they think it'll be pretty good with Dominaria. So next turn we can play Rigi and Galta while still having a Rigi. Without. Cool. I like it. Makes me miss Vraska. We're just dead to Hadana's Climb, so we can't even think about that card. I think if we get out of this turn at a reasonable life total, that he's the one on the back foot. Because if we get out of this turn with a reasonable life total, there's a chance that he, depending on his attacks and everything like that, there's a chance he's got a chump block with the Bristling Hydra, and that certainly feels good. Probably doesn't ever have to chump block with the Bristling Hydra. All depends on what he does. This game turned out being pretty interesting, though. I'm not sure I piloted it correctly. Giving him that extra counter on the Bristling Hydra is like coming back to bite me now, but like I didn't want to just die to a climb. Alright, that doesn't seem good. That seems like he's about to kill himself. Oh my god, that seems like he's about to kill himself. So, if I just block here, we take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We obviously die to... we obviously die in this scenario to a Blossoming Defense. What can we do if he doesn't have a Blossoming Defense? Just put this here. Take 6, 9, go down to 2. Play Regisaur Alpha Merfolk Branchwalker. That probably doesn't win the game. I think I'm just willing to die to a Blossoming Defense. Am I willing to die to a Blossoming Defense? What's our better chance of winning? I'm dead if I block Ballista? Where did I mess up the math? Oh yeah, 6 plus 3 plus 3. You're right. Alright, you're right. So I have to block the Hydra and let them trade then. Alright, well, I guess you're right. I don't have an option. And positive note is that's not bad for me in terms of additional turns. Okay. I don't think I attack this turn. Think we are now just blocky boys. Yeah, about definitely was going to miss that math. 2 Bantu in the main. That's kind of cool. I was definitely going to miss that math and just die. If he breaks off one turn and we just like draw another Rigi, we're in good shape, right? For him to waste a Vraska's Contempt like that, it almost feels like he has to have a second Vraska's Contempt. And a second Vraska's Contempt would be very tough to beat. Very tough to beat. In fairness, the board's tough to beat. Yeah, I guess the board's not that tough. Yeah, Death Gorge wouldn't be terrible. Against 2 life, we'd still be able to cast Galta, then be able to gain no additional life because you'd probably ballista it. He has to have something. He's honestly just sitting here tanking on thinking again. There's no way he's just tanking with nothing. I guess I make this block. It doesn't have trample, but it was just weird to me. So he's going to trade with this too? He's not going to trade with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. Boom. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He doesn't know about this Galta, but he's playing around it like he has no choice. I took most of them out. Well, I took one of them out. That means I still have 3. So you're going to put a counter on this and then kill this, I guess? And yeah, chump block here if he attacks, right? Interesting. Boom. That's a 12-12. He's going to have to waste 2 counters on this. I feel like he needs to waste 2 counters on this. He did not waste 2 counters on that. Guess he still has one more action. Wow. Did we lose who? I'm talking. I kind of want to attack with the Regisaur Alpha at this point. Oh wait, what? Hmm. Kind of want to attack with the Phoenix. I'm just not going to. One of his outs at this point says Virtus Gearhulk, I think. Well, not outs, but one of the things that keeps the game playing. Hey, Juka, what's up, man? You could be right, Proto. I honestly can't think back that far. A bit fried. I can't believe we won that game either. We were like so far behind that entire game. We were like just ridiculously far that entire game behind. Wonder if anybody else has responded to my trolls. They have not. Rip. I got a good friend called Rob who's in the education system, and his brother John's in the education system as well. And they posted about a stupid statement our governor said today, and I've been having a good time arguing with them. It's been quite a pleasure to argue with them. I messaged my buddy Corey. I am the first in the thread. The first thing Robbie posted was there's a troll in the dungeon from Harry Potter, and they still let me troll them, which was hilarious. Oh, what a lovely hand. Let's get rid of it. This hand actually looks pretty good. As bad as our hands have been tonight, this might have actually been the best hand we've had tonight. If I keep that land, I can look for dinos with the communes. Finding spells to play is a future Sears' problem. It's not this one. No. No, 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 no. The Hardicarans, I actually don't think they're very good, and I sideboarded them out a lot, but they make Ronus a little bit better, and they, just flying's kind of relevant. I don't think I like them either, really, but boom. Get out the way, scrap heap scrounger, to the grave. Oh, that reminds me, for those of you who like MTG Arena, I finally hit my second mythic rare. We can load up on Scarab Gods, or we can just keep going towards this Akama ramp style deck. But we have options finally, and options feel good. You enjoying it so far? Yeah, it's a pretty popular deck at the moment. They played some of them at the Pro Tour, I think. Or sorry, at the last Grand Prix. Supposedly it's just a good deck at beating up on GPG while still being aggressive. We tried it once on stream a few weeks back, and I thought it sideboarded exceptionally awkwardly, but like, maybe I just was never comfortable with it. Oh! Oh, really? Fam. Boom. Yeah, the white black vampire deck's really sweet too. Can I just sit here and play defense until we draw a Galta? That probably doesn't work since they're an unlicensed disintegration deck, but this is a pretty nice wall. I do my dailies every day and I still just don't have a Scarab. Boom. Get out the way. Ooh, it's really hard not to take that. We'll find a land with the other one. Boom. I told you we'd find a land. Boom. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. We got some Regisaur Alphas in the house. He must have a really good 4-drop for the fact that he's not cycled away this Beaumont Courier yet. I've been doing pretty good versus red deck wins. Chandra, that doesn't do anything right now. And it's about to die to 2 Tweety birds. Did you really wait all this time to play a Chandra? Am I supposed to just play another Tweety bird? I guess I'm going to play blockers. Get rid of Chandra. Boom. Still have a pretty good board. I guess he could have Glorybringer attack. We take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, we take 10 because we'd probably block this, but... Well, we could have Hazoret too. If he has Hazoret, we block here, block here. Okay. Well, never mind. Having it all. Yes, yes. Boom. I'm still just going to play Regisaur Alpha. Except this time I'm attacking with the Phoenixes. Boom. I didn't want to attack with all of these because only 2 of them could attack and he can like double block one, double block the other, and he loses an Inventor's Apprentice and a Beaumont Courier for our 2 dinos. And that just doesn't feel worth it because I feel like these 2 cards are just going to win the game. As long as we don't die on board. And if he somehow does draw a double removal spell to kill one of these, I feel like our other Phoenix just wins for us. That's a pretty good card, actually. He's going to be able to kill one of these. He'll like kill one of those, untap, and use a Deadlands if he wants. Alright. Doesn't want to kill one of those. We're fine with that. Yeah, this was a pretty medium draw by our opponent and a very good draw by us. We've ran a little bit bad in a few matches today, and we've run really good in a few matches today. And now we get to bring in the sideboard. A boom. And they are Rekindling Phoenix decks times 1,000,000, so I typically bring these in as well. I usually take out the Braids and the Galtas. I feel like this stuff's typically enough to win a game. I actually even think the Frashy's pretty good. But I have 2 damn mini cards. Oh, I don't think Ronus is very good. And I'm going to cut some communes since we cut down on our Dino count. Actually, I'm just going to cut some Blossoming Defenses. Not a big fan of Blossoming Defense in when we don't have our shoot, where's it at? When we don't have our Galtas in the deck. Hey, no, what it is, man. So basically, we're just trying to play like green-red control right now. Oh gosh, this hand's terrible, but like it's so good. We have 3 removal spells, one of our better creatures, and a way to find another land. I'm gonna keep it. I don't think our average 6 is better than this. Boom. Feeling good about that keep. Loving life, getting lucky, living La Vida Loca. That's the story of my life. Playing a different deck every day until Dominaria. I'm trying to play a different deck just every day in general because I don't like to win. I think we're going to narrow our decks down until Dominaria though. Just see if we can get a few ticks to try to do some of the buying of Dominaria decks with. So he saw that one, so. Boom. Oh, opponent. I expect to see no Chandra from you. No Chandra in the future, please. I still kind of don't want a Rekindling Phoenix. I'm okay with that thing. And they're both good decks. I can't argue about any of them. Just gonna smash here. If he wants to double block, I think I'm fine with that. I don't even think I would worry about trying to blow him out. He might be willing to double block though, because he could have like a Phoenix or something. Alright, mind changed. Goodbye, friendo. And the reason I changed and made that plan is because if like he untaps and plays a Phoenix now, we can just kill it and eat it with the Death Gorge. So, like Glorybringer is the only card that like I really really hate from here. Don't hate that. Would hate multiple of those, but I don't hate one. Hey, James. Welcome, my friend. I might be protecting my Phoenix too much. Could be protecting my Phoenix too much. Expecting our opponent to have a lot more of his 1-drops and stuff in on the play. You got me. Ooh. Rigi? Not Rigi. Put you on top. Don't care about the others. Boom. Yeah, the Grixis Energy and the Blue-Black Energy decks have both took kind of a step back because the GPG match is pretty good versus them both. That's a Hazret. We can beat a Hazret in a race. Can't really beat a Hazret in a race. Boom. Play your removal spell. See if I care. Bluff called. What do you like? What do you guys think about that? Bluff called. I'm a bluff a color. Boom. Spend the entire game trying to protect one card. Then just throw it into combat when you don't have to. I'm crazy. Wild and crazy kid. Boom, boom, boom. I'll take my 5. I'll take my 5. I'll take my 5. I'll take my 5. No, don't have more things. Opponent. Stop that. I'm too busy smashing. Does he have a removal spell? You just made a play to indicate to me that he has a removal spell. Oh. But that changes things. Boom. What you got? How do you beat Tweety friggin' Bird, baby? Tweety, Tweety. Snap blocking this Hazard. Do not care. You got it, you got it. Boom. Just do not care. He about has to have it this time, though, because if he didn't have it this time, it makes no sense. Oh, is this just a giant walking ballista? It makes no sense to attack if he doesn't have it that turns. Basically what I'm trying to say. This is unfortunate. Because now I have to pop this, and I may not even be able to attack. Depends on what we draw. Because he's got 5-6 damage here. He's going to draw a card, so that's 7-8 damage. And he uses Beaumont. That's 9-10 damage. Alright. We block you, boys. Didn't think we could lose this game. Thought we were so far ahead. Please don't have hit another removal spell. This is zone. Yeah, well, we need a lot of help from here. That card's some help, but like not a lot. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play this. I don't know why, but just wanted in play. Maybe there's a turn where I need to like cycle into some love. Alright, opponent, I need you to draw land. Need you to draw land, opponent. I really need you to draw 2 lands. I mean, I still have that opportunity. I just wanted him to put it in combat. This thing's an instant. Could I have done something other than to struggle? That doesn't quite do what I want it to do. Oh, I should have cycled. That was a bad play. I guess it wasn't that bad of a play. It wasn't changing anything. We don't have the 12-12 in our deck. We sided out the 12-12. We sided out 12-12. So we don't really need the mana for anything. Alright, so I think we're basically just dead now. He's going to draw 2 cards no matter what. So he'll be able to throw 1 at us at the end of turn, untap, and then throw 2 at us. There's no creature in the graveyard, so Death Gorge Scavenger doesn't even crawl us back in. I don't think we have an out at this point. Certainly not another land. Yeah, definitely not another land. I thought we had that game. Alright, how would I change from the sideboard now that we're on the play? Definitely still just want all the removal spells. Maybe I don't want Sweltering Suns. He didn't show us any of the... He didn't show us any aggressive things. Is Ronus just as bad as I think it is? I feel like Ronus does nothing most of the time in this match. I feel like it doesn't even block very often. Maybe we could bring in 2 Carnage Tyrants, like they can at least block Hazoret. So far today, I think I've lost every game that I thought I would win and won every game that I thought I would lose. Pretty sure that's basically what's happened on this stream. He is, but he requires a 4-power creature or, like, mana. And I don't know how often we have a 4-power creature. We only have 8 4-power creatures in the deck. So that means we always have to leave up mana to activate these things? Just not sure that happens real often. In a match where, like, we're both basically sideboarding into a bunch of removal. Maybe I'm overkilling it on these things as well, but... Definitely thought we had that game. I think I like Ronus better in games where I think I'm actually going to be attacking. Yeah, well, this hand's pretty good. Carnage Tyrant blocks Hazoret as well, and it's something that we can always turn on. Aggression. And I think we'll keep that. Maybe that was loose to keep, but we have another Branch Walker already, so it kind of felt fine. I guess he's planning on killing my Branch Walker. I guess I'm fine with that. I don't care about this Branch Walker. Oh. He did not kill my Branch Walker. Maybe he was hoping to chump and that I would just miss. I'm not sure. Or maybe he just has a P and knows he's going to get the double block anyway. I have no idea what is about to happen, my dear. Let's give him an opportunity to kill one of them. Really hating that we kept this Death Scourge Scavenger now, the way this game's played out. If he doesn't block and just spends his entire next turn to pump this up, like, I'm not a hater. It might give us a 3 Rigi turn, which feels really nice. If he doesn't do it at sorcery speed, we could even draw a removal and blow that out, which is really nice as well. Assume he would do it at sorcery? Oh, well. Wah, wah, wah. Green Giant. Alright, you can do it, deck. 1-time land. Boom. Sad thing is, even if I hit the 1-time land, I'm going to be saying, come on deck, 1-time land again next turn as well. Boom. So he's going to block here and kill at least and take 3. Which means he wouldn't have an artifact. Oh, wow. He's got a magma spray, I guess? Okay, no. We were right the first time. Keep trying to guess what my opponent has, and like, I'm not doing very well at it today. Alright, he just chose not to kill our 3-2. I don't know what that means. Does it just mean he's got like Hour of Devastation or something crazy? You'd think he would have done opponent, or maybe he's got Sweltering Sun and he's going to kill all my things. Could the Pia deck have Sweltering Sun in it? That doesn't seem reasonable. That doesn't seem like a thing that raisins eat. Reveals their hand and discard a card. Wow. He has so little respect for this board that he just does that? That's sick to me. Like, even if he's got a removal spell to like team up with this and kill this, he still goes down to 2 life. Boom. Give me. So block, shoot, shoot, no matter what, he's just taking 3. Alright, I'll gain my life then. But I have to, because he can block, shoot this, so I have to go ahead and make it +1 here. That way he can't kill the Death Gorge Scavenger at least. So he's going to go to 5, and I'm still going to have 3 bros in play. Yeah, so what? What? You just took extra damage for no reason. What is that? Why did you take extra damage, bro? Just block, kill. I guess he's playing around Blossoming Defense. But if I had Blossoming Defense, I'd just throw it onto Regisaur Alpha and he dies anyway. I don't understand. I don't care. We're 3-0. We did it, folks. We locked up a pity chest with a chance to win more. What a fitting day. I am fatigued today. Like, so very fatigued. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood when Galtas trance over to your neighborhood, and what they do is bring you a trophy. Not a trophy, but like a chesty. We're probably not getting a trophy, but probably are getting a chesty. Boom. It's definitely on the list. A little mono green whoop ass makes everybody smile. Some Teferi decks and some Wizard decks are also on the agenda. We keep. Hand is great. We have a new best hand of the night. Land Hunter Extraordinaire. Alright, we'll take... Oh, whoa. We have options. Alright, we'll take a red one. I've not looked at the White Weenie cards. People keep telling me that there's like a good White Weenie saga, but like I've not read it. I read one that I thought was really bad. And like people keep trying to convince me it's good. There is a saga that Armageddon's though, so like maybe that'll be great. That also is not a card they should have printed in a million thousand years. Oh, so mono white approach. We just lose. Goodbye, trophy. We will miss you. So I'm going to play this one. Yeah, there was the one that makes Knights that I've not really read that people keep trying to tell me is good. I think they're all savages. That's unfortunate. It's also kind of cool. Boom. Guess we're going to take the land. Boom. I'm going to play this one because it can attack for 4 next turn. Oh, we'll say to crew this. Done. And then I'll press F6. Say no. Bash. So next turn I'm attacking for 11 maybe? I think some of the sagas have the potential to be good. I don't think the sagas are going to be inherently bad. Alrighty then. I'm just letting this flip, and that might be ridiculously wrong of me. There's a good chance I'm supposed to just attack for 8 here and kill the treasure map. And I probably should have put more thought into that play. I probably should have put a lot more thought into that play. Boom. Oh wow, he's going to go to 12? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we lethal? 4, 8, 11. Yeah, we're lethal. What do? You give me a Dino. So even without the Galta, we could have played Thrashing Brontodon, equipped, sack this to get a 3/3 Dino, and then attack for 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But we drew Galta, and we don't have to think. We drew Galta. Well, I guess we should do the math still. If I crew you, that's 8, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, sure. Anyway. So, even without drawing Galta, we had it for the Brontodon. I should have just done the Brontodon line, because it's cooler, but anyway. So, this is good in this match. This seems fine. This seems fine. I kind of feel like a jerk now. I just slow rode that guy like really, really bad. But like I wasn't thinking about slow rolling. I was just thinking about explaining how we had to kill for people who might not have known or might not have understood. So now I feel like just a massive, massive jerk. Should stop feeling so conscious about things like that. I don't think I want these either. They're kind of cool, but like they're not great. Hey, BDW Career, thank you for the follow, my friend. But yeah, this match is incredibly hard. Luckily, he didn't have any of his sweepers. I'm going to mulligan this. I guess I'll keep this. We have a scry, plus we have a commune to look for lands. This hand's obviously not very good, though. Got a lot better when we hit the land. And try to find another land here. And we can actually cast spells. We have an abrade for like a treasure map or a relic, whichever he happens to have. Kinda don't want to play this without 4 mana, but also don't want to risk him just going off. And I want to play my Chandra next turn, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and play it and risk it. If he doesn't kill this, I'll Chandra tick up kill this. Like 100%. Alright, he killed it. That's fine. Could have been worse. Next turn we're going to play Carney, assuming that he doesn't have a cast out or a binding for this. If he has a cast out for this, we pre-played. If he has a binding for this, we don't. Manas. Oh. Didn't tap something right. Green, green, boom, boom. So we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Is that what they say in the movies? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a very good one. I feel like that's a man that's just over life right now. One at the F6 or something. Put on bottom, so I guess that's good. Let's see what we hit. Guess I won't play that. I'll just go ahead and play an attack. See if you use a settle or something. He's at 10. Alright, if you got Fumigate or Settle, more power to you. I'm going ahead and playing this because it's bad versus, it makes approach, him just like having an approach not good. Because like we can obviously kill way more than an approach. We can just do so much more damage than an approach can do. If he doesn't have a sweeper at all, he's obviously just dead too. But if he doesn't have a sweeper at all, he's pretty much dead to the Chandra. Huh. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and emblem that. It's going to attack with the Carnage Tyrant. Don't have to attack with anything else in this spot. There's no reason to risk these. We could play this, but we're not attacking with it next turn no matter what, and we don't want to get blown out, so just going to tick that up and see if we hit something like a Merfolk Branchwalker to deal 5 damage to him. It's pretty unlucky, but, or unlikely, but. And he put on bottom. And he just doesn't have anything. Wow, we beat a really hard match when he didn't have anything. I think we're getting pretty lucky right now. Pretty lucky. What would we hit? So we'd have drawn that for our turn. So we'd have got to do 12 damage with just these. So even if he'd got a sweeper, he would have died. Alright, we'll take it. For those of you who love chests, that's unfortunate because that means we will not be opening chests now tonight. But we do have a chance to get a nice little trophy. I'll tell you what, if we get the trophy, I'll come back at midnight my time, and do Sunday stream. That way people don't have to wait for it. So, for those of you who like series of streams, let's hope for the trophy. Because I do kind of want to go out tomorrow. I'm going to go to my local open house. Or I want to go to my local open house. Lucas, on day 2, we made some changes to the deck, and it didn't feel good. The changes seemed bad, and they seemed like they held the deck back. We'd cut the Merfolk Branchwalkers out of the deck, and we were trying Drover of the Mighty, and people just like kept having removal spell for Drover, so we were just like falling short on lands a lot, and it seemed like a significant decrease to the deck. We also had upped our number of Thrashing Brontodons and downcreased our number of Deathgorge Scavengers, and we got paired versus several aggro decks where we really needed this life gain. Day 1 went pretty well, but it was before the GPG meta, or the Godpharaoh's Gift meta, so like it was like more than a week ago now. It might have been like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I'm not exactly sure. I'm bad at times. And it went pretty well, but we played it like right after the MOCS, right when the meta was perfect for it. Like there was blue-black decks and Grixis decks everywhere, which is what this deck kind of really wants to get paired versus. Or, you know, like other mid-rangey green decks, kind of like Snake, even though our Snake match tonight was a slobber knocker. But like typically that match isn't real hard. But like, so the deck feels fine. I'm playing it right now because I really think it's good versus like blue-red GPG. And anytime I watch one of my friends play off stream, they're playing like 2 of them a league right now. We just don't get paired versus them ever. Like whatever deck I want to get paired versus, I don't. As anybody who ever watches me can see. I just never play what I want to play versus. Oh god. No! Alright, we lost to dice roll. Can we do it? 4-0 versus a 2-2. That is matchmaking that you wouldn't expect to be possible. From my understanding, it's supposed to pair people who can get theoretically the same win total in the end. So, like, it can pair a 4-0 versus a 0-0. Or even like a 0-1, but it shouldn't pair somebody versus a 2, because look at the different incentives here. They're playing for a pity chest. I'm playing for a 5-0. So, like, even if I lose this match, or if I'm about to lose this match, it's just, it would be poor play for me not to ask for some kind of scoop. Or, like, some kind of prize split. So that's why it shouldn't pair matches like this. Oh, wow, it's snowing. I thought you were in Florida right now. You told me you were going to, someplace down south. That does not sound like you're in someplace down south, my friend. Could have swore you told me you were going to Florida. Maybe you've not left yet. Maybe that's what it is. That you're going, you've just not left yet. Thanks, JJ. Oh, okay, you've not left yet. I got it. So I did remember correctly. You're just not on the road yet. All right, fair. So this is kind of a weird turn. I feel like I'm supposed to kill the Walking Ballista so that he can't kill my Deathgorge Scavenger as easily. But if I don't hit the land for Thrashing Brontodon and he just has land, he's going to GPG me? very likely GPG me anyway. But I can't not be tapping my mana. If I just don't tap my mana ever, he's going to just smash me. Maybe I'm not supposed to play the Death Gorge Scavenger. Maybe I'm just supposed to play... Alright, well that makes things a lot easier. Because now I can actually play the Brontodon and have protection. I hated wasting that Abrade, but... What would have happened if I didn't have that Abrade was he could have just literally untapped and then like pumped daddy. Oh, well that's hurtful. Huh. I don't think getting one of his GPGs is big game. I'm not even going to try that. He'd have to show me both his GPGs before I would try that. Though, now that he attacked with the Champion of Wits, I probably am going to do... Ooh. That's a spicy one, isn't it? Probably am going to kill the GPG now. For the simple fact that he would have to double block and I would trade with both of his things. And getting a creature at this point doesn't really matter. He doesn't have a very relevant creature. He's got over 6. He has definitely 6 with a chump block. Sure, if he wants to trade them both, he can trade them both. Boom. It's like infinite hate cards going on over here. Hey, what is this? I can't see them. It doesn't show me what those things are. Man, imagine if he mills another GPG. We just win on the spot if he mills another GPG. Combat Celebrant. Alright, nice. Hey, my friend Flames. Doing great, man. How are you? He probably can't attack this turn. Exclamation mark deck list should give you 2 different versions of the deck list to read. I'm going to play the land because I want to be able to struggle and survive on the following turn. I don't think I'm going to attack this turn. Hey, Tarixus? I'm such a redneck. Tarixily? Taricicle? I apologize. But thank you for the follow. I'm such a redneck. I just cannot talk English. It's not your fault, but I'm uber redneck. So what's he got going on now? A trophy mage to find a gate is a real thing. A real thing that I don't think I care about right now. Tariq ISL. Tariq ISL? Kakona? Isn't that the name of the coach from SKT1? Oh, well, I messed up here. This was a horrible mistake. Horrible mistake. Wow, I just punted really badly. Actually, I did not punt that badly. I meant to kill this during the beginning attack step, but I was distracted. Let's say that. I was distracted. This seems like fine blocks. Kills none of my things. He can have like a fanatical firebrand or something post-combat and finish this off, but I'm pretty fine with that. Actually, this might have worked out better. I might have made an unintentional punt. Wait, you watch League of Legends, James? I had no idea you watch League of Legends. Alright, well, how much do I care about this? Absolutely none, I think. So I care about this more? Absolutely. Just don't want him getting these back. So I know I'm struggling this turn. I get 3 champion or wits going from the game. I kind of want to draw an untap land, but that's okay. So I can attack with both of these now. I'm definitely not dead next turn. I have a way to stop him from getting a gate in play. So there's just no chance I'm dead next turn. I'm also getting ready to remove his entire graveyard. So there's 0 chance we're dead next turn. Might be dead the turn after that, but we're on 0% chance to be dead next turn. Substitutes for Phoenix in this deck, it's honestly one of the key cards in the deck. If you want to play a budget build and you can't afford the Phoenixes, it's probably better to play Ripjaw Raptor in their place, but like I think the deck will be significantly decreased in power with Ripjaw Raptor over Phoenix, but it's very likely that's the best substitute available. So we have a 2-turn clock here. Well, not a 2-turn clock, but I'm going to add more to the board probably. So this is not going to untap. We really can't die to anything, can we? I'm not messed up. Yeah, okay, we can't die to anything. He's scooping, but I'm probably playing Ronus this turn as well to give me a lethal attack for the following turn. Yeah, I just ordered my friend a birthday gift from Canada, and I had to pay for customs and stuff. It really sucked. I understand the pain, man. That sucks. But I mean, like, it'll be significantly less powerful, but Ripjaw Raptor is a plausible card to try. Alright, so we want this, we want this, we want this, and we want this. Those are the definites that we want. I don't think we want Chandra. It's too hard to protect. I don't think the games are grindy enough for Bestiary. Chandra's Defeat probably ain't good enough either. Do we want Sweltering Sun? Sweltering Sun stops the man plan, which is an actual plan that they can win with, but like how often do they beat us with that plan? Not 100% sure they beat us very often with that plan, so I don't know if we have to worry about that. Cards that I don't want Blossoming Defenses. They don't have a whole lot of targeted removal, and what targeted removal they do have is mostly things like Walking Ballista, which isn't very good versus any of my threats other than like Branch Walker and Death Gorge Scavenger, but like it takes most of their turns to do those things. And as you saw, we were always leaving up mana to begin with. They do sometimes sideboard into Braids. So, I don't think I want Galtas either. To pay for standard cards. Ouch. So, I think this is what I want. I don't much like Heart of Kiran, though. I don't like Sun either. So basically the cards, I'm pretty sure that I'm definitely taking these out. What I'm trying to decide now is whether I want Heart of Kirans or Sun more, because I don't really want either of them very much. Could keep one Galta and maybe get rid of one Commune. Commune can just win the game. They don't have that many red creatures. They only have 8 red creatures in the entire deck, and 4 of them are irrelevant. So the only creatures that they have, I'm just gonna hit submit. We only have 9 seconds. I don't think I want these Heart of Kirans. Not sure what I want it, but the only creatures that they actually have that I care about killing that are red are Combat Celebrants, and we already have some. 3 Magma Sprays. We're going to keep this. We have 3 Magma Sprays, 4 Braids, 3, what's this card called? Struggle and Survive for those. I think I'm supposed to take Kiran out in most of the games that I'm also sideboarding out Galta. But I didn't take enough time to fully think through the decision. I was just too busy chatting. That's my fault. Unknown Shores, the hero of all. Our hand's pretty good again. We've drawn just like a bunch of hate cards versus them. We just have to draw several lands now. If we hit like 2 lands, we'll probably be in a pretty good spot. Especially if he just doesn't have a second land. Oh, never mind. He had a second land. He put some time into thinking about it, though. You don't see that too often. He could just be too fast for us. He could be going off on turn 4. The earliest we can kill his gate's our turn 4, so. He gets to put 3 cards in his graveyard now, 6 cards in his graveyard next turn, 6 cards in his graveyard next turn. Say there's a significant chance that we are just too slow. There's some chance that if we Magma Spray this, maybe it slows him down enough. We're going to hit 1 creature. We have to hit the lands, though, to even have the chance. If we hit the lands, we have, like, double Scavenger over the next 2 turns to remove things, which is pretty nice. You know, having a land Champion of Wits is, like, the worst possible for us. Alright. So he has basically his best draw, and we're still looking for even a 3rd land. He's got Hellcats instead of Gleany Boys. Alright, well, this game could just be over. Now we have to hold just a braid up the entire rest of the game. Alright, you got it, pal. Oh god, if he's doing that, we're just killing this. Hoping he doesn't draw a second. And hoping that we can slam a Death Gorge Scavenger on the following turn. I feel like if we hit our 3rd and 4th land over the next 2 draw steps, we'll probably run off and leave this guy. Sometimes you just don't draw it, though. Look how good our hand is here, though. Alright, well, he bricked again, but that's still not a great brick for us, because if he draws gate, he wins. Untapped land one time. You can do it, deck. He's not milled another gate either in 27 cards. That's not an untapped land. Come on, deck. Alright. Well, if we draw an untapped land again, our Thrashing Brontodon will protect us from the gate. So he just has to like brick and draw a randomly bad creature here. That's not bricking and drawing a randomly bad creature. That's actually very good. Again, not put a gate in his graveyard. Again, not put a gate in his graveyard. But now he's close to 7 mana as well. Lands, why you do this? Okay, decision time. I don't think there's much of a decision here. So I can play the Deathgorge Scavenger and pluck the Champion of Wits out of his graveyard, which seems like the safest play. This seems like the safest play. Because him getting that Champion of Wits out of the graveyard probably beats us, even if he doesn't hit the gate next turn. Obviously, we just died a gate on the spot, but none of our plays beat gate on the spot. So now I'm trying to find a way to win. And if we draw an untapped land, we're protected from another gate. He can't draw Godpharaoh's Gift, so it has to be gate. Now he can draw Godpharaoh's Gift. So it is now important that we draw that untapped land. Ah, not an untapped land. Why you tease me? Is there anything I can do? I can't pull enough things out. I can pull both Combat Celebrants out. But if I do that, he chump blocks here. Well, he's hell-bent. I can pass turn, and if he hits a gate or a GPG, I can struggle the first Combat Celebrant, then play a Thrashing Brontodon and kill the Jade. I think that's our best line, so that's what I'm going to do. I think James is coming to the same conclusion that I did, that I think that's our best line. And this gives him like a 1.5 turn window or something like that to hit. Because we can just struggle to champion then survive if he doesn't hit. Trophy Mage for gate. That doesn't beat us. That's great. That feels great, friends. That doesn't beat us. And that feels fine. Now he needs to draw like another Rivulet. How many Rivulets are in his graveyard? 1 Rivulet, 2 Rivulet, 3 Rivulet. That's great. Champion of Wits. 1, 2, 3. He can't Champion of Wits and Rivulet, so that's good as well. Oh, this is wonderful as well. So, boom. Get out the way. It's looking pretty good, but I'm not calling it yet. So we can only attack for 8. We can shoot this guy, attack with this guy, and gain 2 while doing the same amount of damage that we normally would. We know he has a gate in his hand. Sure would have been nice to draw a land there. Alright. I don't think I want to gain 2. I'm just going to deal 4. Arbitrary thing number 1 doesn't matter. Yes. Boom. Alright. So now he's got to refill his graveyard, but he can do that. A really good rivulet hit. Alright, he's not even going to try to do it. 5-0. Nice. Yeah, Everhelp would have gave him a chance because he could have milled 5 end of turn and then like 3 more on his turn. But he would have had his 6 creatures. We had a medium life total. So like not just one Celebrant would have did it, would it? How much life did we have? No, we had 12 life. I should have gained 2 life then. Because if I'd gained 2 life, just one Celebrant wouldn't have did it. No. So we had to take him 4. No, okay. No, gaining 2 life was irrelevant. We could have left this on defense. That's what we could have did. If we left it on defense, we would have only taken 2 plus 4. Oh, anyway, we got there. And as I said, if we 5-0'd, I would come back at midnight my time and do another league. So I guess I'm committed now, or I'm a liar. So that means in 10 minutes there will be more Magic to be played. And that was a hard league. There was a lot of decisions in those games, and I'm not exactly sure that I made all of them correctly. Promises are promises. That's unfortunate. I had pizza. I wanted to lose. But I guess there'll be another stream. Let's think about the deck and see if we want to make any changes to it. I feel like the deck's pretty well where I wanted it to be. You can see like just all the hate cards that we already have for this blue GPG deck just in our main deck alone, and then some in our sideboard as well. So, like, that's the main reason I'm playing this deck right now. I think it's really good versus the blue-red GPG deck. No, Max, no, I don't. Matthew told me that I should get in the contest with him and Donkey for next season, but there's just no way I'm playing more than 1 or 2 leagues a day. And we like our fun decks way too much here. We'd have to play mostly real decks to, like, try for something like that. But we like playing stuff like this. Like, this deck was a blast. This deck was not constructed well, but it was a blast. We just like playing our fun decks. This deck was a blast. All of our fun decks are just a blast. There's probably going to be a few more fun decks next season anyway, though, because we have to earn some ticks for Dominaria in general. Real decks. Ew. Lucas, I feel like it's very good versus Scarab God. It's a little tough if they have tons of Essence Scatters, but if they don't have a lot of Essence Scatters, I feel like it's very hard for them to race you, and all you generally have to do is draw like 1 struggle or them not answer 1 Rigi, and you can typically win. Now that being said, if they've got 3 or 4 Essence Scatters in the deck, it gets a lot harder. Like a lot harder. Carnage Tyrant out of the sideboard is like extremely good versus those decks as well. Like, this deck can grind pretty well. I feel like it's good. It's obviously worse versus Grixis because they have more targeted removal. But it feels fine versus the blue-black build. Anyway, so we'll be back in 7 minutes, but I'm going to restart my computer, turn off the stream, probably go get me a drink of water or something. I think we're going to run this same 75 back. I feel like I like it. I've enjoyed this deck since the day I saw it. It's got to feel really bad to have to contempt a Brontodon. But boom, Brontodons will do damage. I think the last time you and I got paired in the top 4 locally, like my Brontodon just bashed you for like 9 damage while you had an Abrade in your hand. If I'm not mistaken, I think my Brontodon did 9 damage while you were holding an Abrade. I'm like, this card's so good. It's so much better than Jade Light Ranger. Just get smashed, pal. Anyway, we'll be back. And thank you guys so much for sticking with me. Hey, Dragon Jones. Thank you so much for the follow. And I'll be back in 6 minutes or so.